Uh, Welcome to the monthly update of July 2022. I'm laughing because I had just some technical issues with this camera, so I hope it's gonna work. Before we start, I want to show you where I am. So for that, turn on the automatic mode. This is my apartment here in Sao Paulo. It's small but pretty nice, especially because of this view. So there you see the city, and yeah, it's a lot of city, not a lot of nature, and I will talk more about that in my update. This update I think is going to be quite interesting. I will talk about some sex orgies and relationship topics and why I'm in Brazil now and what's going on, all of that. So let's see if I can get back the brightness here. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your interest in my life. So let's get started. First, I talk about the private stuff and then the business stuff in the second half. The month started with me and Yara going from France to the Nowhere Festival in Spain, from south of France, and we took an Uber basically. I had a driver, and we drove for like 5 hours in this Tesla over the mountains, the Pyrenees, I think it's in English, and it was incredible, so beautiful, and I felt a really strong calling to be more in the mountains and the nature. And yeah, we were on the way to this festival, which is in the middle of the desert basically, not quite as deserty as I expected, but still not really green. um, so this is nothing new for me, that I want to be more nature, but I really felt it. I felt such a strong desire to just be out there and explore and walk around the mountains, and it was, yeah, really beautiful. Yeah, and then Nowhere, the festival itself. I'm gonna make a separate video about it that you can find on my Instagram probably. Um, what I want to share here is, well, I learned that I think orgies are not really something that I'm interested in right now. I went to one orgy and then to one just a sex positive space where you could have sex and other people had sex there, and it doesn't turn me on at all. It's interesting, but yeah, I'm not turned on by that. Um, yeah, so Jara and me spent time in France, then in the festival together, and then after the festival, even more time at her apartment in Lisbon. So we got closer and closer. We were like, what is this? Do we have a label for it? Do we want a label? No, not really. And then in the last month, I also decided to go to Brazil. The plan was to be at House Manifest season 2 in Lisbon, but that didn't work out as planned. So basically, I was like, let's go to Brazil now. And I booked a flight only a few days before I actually flew, because otherwise I would have needed to find a new place in Lisbon or go back to Germany. So I decided to do that, and I'm in Brazil now for 1.5 weeks. Yeah. Came on the 24th, and I met Fernanda. It was, yeah, very interesting. Still felt very familiar and connected, and we definitely, or I felt like we could re real re-spark that old connection. But because I am also, because I got closer with Yara, and I'm not willing right now to just drop that that connection and that intimate part of that connection. Yeah, Fernanda doesn't feel comfortable kind of leaning into our intimate connection. Um, yeah, which on one hand is a little bit sad to me. I also very much understand it. She doesn't want to get hurt, and the chance is definitely there that I will just either go back to Jera or just like in general leave Brazil and not be here. One thing that I definitely noticed is that Sao Paulo, I don't like to be here. I mean, I can't speak for the whole city, of course. I've been more south the first week, and now I'm here more in the center. But it's so much buildings, and it's a very messy, dirty city. At least the parts that I've been to, a lot of poverty and people living, like literally living on the streets with tents, and it stinks in a lot of places. It's not safe. At least that's what people say. You know, people, I don't know. You shouldn't walk around with your phone out because someone might steal it. So all of that together, then it's very hard to find healthy food. At least for me, like it's. I mean, sure it exists, but there are not many health stores around. I haven't seen them. Um, yeah, it just feels like it's not the right place for me. Mm, yeah, in terms of mixed up the order a little bit. The relationship topic. I I went from longer time ago, being really idealistic about polyamory. Like this is what I want, and it just is better, and I just need to overcome my jealousy and all of that. To I wanna go really deep, and by deep I mean I wanna have a relationship that has so much trust that we can share honesty in a very radical way. So that is still something that I want. It's definitely possible, in my opinion, to have that journey with more than one person, but it takes a lot of work and effort and willingness to have uncomfortable conversations and share what we feel and what we think over and over again, to build up, to be able to share all of our thoughts, even the fucked up ones. Um, but the image or the idea to be with Fernanda and with Yara, for example, I could see that. I could see us being together, living together, and Yara having another partner maybe, or Fernanda, or like a open relationship in a sense of not strictly monogamous but still closed. I do want right now. I do want um, very clear boundaries, and not just that people can go out, just be intimate with whoever they meet. That would feel not, I think, secure enough for me at this point in time. Um, yeah, that's that. Some other updates. Let's start with dreams. Yeah, I started, I think probably I shared in the last update, getting more into recalling my dreams again, reading this book, trying to get lucid. Um, I did make progress. It more, yeah, didn't really make progress on that one. Partly, mainly because I started watching a series after many years without any series. It's called The Boys. It's pretty fucked up, on Amazon Prime. And 3 seasons. Each season has 8 episodes. And yesterday I finished those 3 seasons finally, because it's fun to watch. But then I would watch in the evening, and sometimes another episode and another episode, which then led to not really reading before I sleep and just going to bed too late. So I'm happy that it's over, and I'm not gonna start any new series, hopefully anytime soon. Instead, I might read a book again, a fiction book, if I want to have some entertainment and not personal development books or something like that. So that's that. Health wise, so I did this fasting, right, in France, 6.5 days, no food. And then in Lisbon, after the festival was pretty good actually. I didn't had like, I don't know, 2 beers or so. Didn't drink much. Um, yeah, didn't smoke, any weeds, which is also good. I know that is not completely true. I did smoke a little bit, but not much. And then in Lisbon, all of a sudden, I don't really know, yeah, all of a sudden I had stomach cramps, and I was like, okay, tomorrow it's gone, and it wasn't gone, and I mean it was fine. But then as soon as I ate something, like seconds, minutes afterwards, my stomach would hurt, and I had a really really rough night. Yeah, went to the toilet many times, just couldn't sleep, was sweaty, and I was like, okay, there's some kind of stomach bug. Came to Brazil, took a lot of charcoal pills, tablets, because I didn't want to go to the toilet on the flight. And then I did a day of only rice, and I was like, that's totally fine. Then I started eating again, wasn't fine. So I started doing the low FODMAP diet, FODMAP, which is a diet that is very easy on the digestion, basically. And that's removed all the symptoms, and now I'm testing again what I can eat, and also using that as a signal of the universe to really take care of my gut biome, because I did all of those tests, I don't know, 7-8 months ago or so, and I have a program, a healing program, that I need to just do for 1 or 2 months at least, be quite strict, very strict with what I eat. Spend probably a couple of €100 for some top supplements, and I thought I'm gonna do it here. It's a little bit more difficult to get things here. I haven't checked, probably can order it online somewhere, but now I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. Yeah, maybe I start soon, maybe not, but definitely it's time to take care of that. I don't want to be okay again. I want to optimize my gut's microbiome, and the time is now. Oh, another decision I made health-wise is to not consume any tobacco anymore, especially together with weed. I was always used to smoking joints, tobacco, and weed, but the tobacco really messed with my relationship with cannabis, in a way that sometimes I would think I want to smoke a joint, but actually it was only because of the tobacco. And if I would say I can smoke but without tobacco, I was like, nah, actually then I'm not interested. So there was a moment where I made a really clear decision, like I'm done with it, and I'm done with it. And this is a great example of, if you make a strong decision, a clear decision, then change can be very easy. It's when we I would like to do this, but we're not fully committed, not fully convinced. Then we have all of those voices and the devil on our shoulder, and then it's not really a smooth transition, but we go back and forth and try, and so that's great. I feel really good about it. Cool. Already 13 minutes. Let's get to the business part. It's not going to take that long. The online course creation is in full on progress mode. It feels really good. The last days made a lot of progress. Also allowed myself to, okay, let's do that properly. It's gonna take longer. It's fine. Just had to manage my expectations a little bit. This camera I bought specifically for that, but this is the first proper video that I'm recording, I'm gonna upload, and let's see how the quality is. I also built a quiz. It's called, I'm not 100% sure on the name yet, something like which of the 5 stages of financial abundance are you? So everything that I learned about money mindset, and the workshop that I have around money mindset, I turned into a quiz to determine how good is someone's mindset, or where are they in their journey towards financial abundance. And then you get a result, one of those 5 stages, and then the number one suggestion what you should do to come to the next stage. So this is basically all done. I just need to set up some technical things. I had an issue with the software that I use and the billing and all of that, but it's resolved now. So that should be online in the next few days. Maybe I put a link in the bio if I don't forget it, if you want to check it out. Yeah, coaching is going really well. I'm probably gonna have one or even two more clients soon that just came to me, without me actively reaching out to people at the moment, because focus is online course. Yeah, and I will be in this apartment until the end of August, which is also an interesting experience. Just me and this apartment in a big city where I don't know anyone. I don't even really want to meet many people because I want to get shit done. But I will go on a English speaking meetup later today, because I also know that it's probably good to have some people here that I can hang out with if I want to, besides Fernanda. That's it. That's the update. Thank you for watching. If you have any ideas, suggestions, comments, questions, whatever, feel free to let me know. Best way is on Instagram. Link is in the bio. Much love. Peace.